Hello Curious and welcome back. Today is a special day for many men and their children as it's Father's Day. While social media will be flooded with stars sending wishes to their dads or the fathers of their children on their day, there will be some who will be refraining from doing so or those who had never celebrated this day. So who are the celebrities who don't know their fathers? And who has refused to see their fathers despite being contacted by them, and which celebrity was rejected by their own dad? Has this in some way affected them in their role as parents? Which stars in turn have strained their relations with their own kids, and which stars have gone the opposite way and refused to reveal who the father of their own children is? Stay with us until the very end to find out which well-known stars, from Marilyn Monroe to 50 Cent, had never known who their pops was. But before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, turn on the notifications, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos with the hottest celebrity gossip. If there is any one celebrity whose name or image alone are known by most people in the world, it would without a shadow of doubt be Marilyn Monroe, as biographers had later pointed out that during her life she had tried to find some father figure for herself, as she never knew who her dad was. And while her mother was married to Martin Edward Mortensen, around that time that Marilyn was born, Norma Jean, she was conceived and she had an affair with her supervisor, Charles Stanley Gifford. And when Norma was 8 years old, her mother showed her a photo of Gifford and told her that he was her father. And an up-and-coming actress in 52, she tracked her alleged father down and told Gifford that she was his daughter, but according to Casillo's book, he said, "Look, I'm married and I have a family. I don't have anything to say. Call my lawyer." And according to her biographer, Charles Casillo, this was something that had crushed Monroe emotionally. And as historians had dug into her past and discovered that her mother was born in Mexico, giving Monroe roots in the country, so she could have been reason for Gifford to not want to know her. And another famous star who has never had the chance to meet their father and had lived a rather troubled childhood was rapper 50 Cent. His mother, Sabrina Jackson, had him when she was only 15, and he never knew his own father. His mother, who sold illicit substances, raised him on her own, but she had later lost her life in an unexplained fire, and so from the age of 8, Curtis was raised by his grandmother. At times, this rapper was seen as controversial, and in an interview with Larry King, he had once said that maybe had he had met his father, things would have been different. And speaking with the late journalist, he said, "I never knew my father and I never actually met him. You know, some people have the thing where they actually want that parent that they hadn't had in their lives for a long time. No, I have no interest in it. The mistakes that I made early on, Larry, he could have been there to help me not make those mistakes." And 50 Cent's relationship with his oldest son, Marquise Jackson, has been a troublesome one itself. In the beginning, things looked hopefully, as Curtis himself said that when his son was born, his priorities changed, as he wanted to have a relationship with his son that he never had with his father. But then things changed when Marquise was 10 due to the relations between 50 Cent and his ex, Shaniqua Tompkins, and going south by 2012, his son started to refuse to see him, and to this day, not much has changed. So could this be a result of Curtis's past or simply due to his bad relations between his parents? And if you want to know more about the rapper and how he had lost his fortune, well, you can do so by checking out our previous video by clicking on the link above. But for now, stay with us until the very end. Celebrities' biographies are often great sources of information to learn more about our favorite stars' private lives, and as has been the case with Jack Nicholson. One such, Mark Elliott, talked about the actor's father, who is currently 86 years old and allegedly still does not know who his dad is. According to the author, a man named John Nicholson is listed on the birth certificate, but the writer had actually said that the father was a man named Don Fursillo, a sometimes musician who played with various pickup bands alongside Jersey Shore. So to make his family matters even more complicated, allegedly it wasn't until he was an adult that he discovered the woman that he thought was his sister was actually his mother, and who he thought was his mother was actually his grandmother. The actor hasn't talked about his father, but the lack of one having any effect on raising him and his children? Well, it doesn't seem like it, because in a 2008 interview with People About Fatherhood, he said that he strived to be inspirational and a good influence on them, adding that he loves doing things with them, such as going to ball games. And so, Curious, since we're talking about fatherhood, why not head over to our other channel, CURIOSIPS WOW, to find out about Esteban Landro, a man who has given birth to his fourth child, and you can do so by clicking on the link above. But for now, make sure you stay with us until the very end to find out about the family life of other celebrities. One known person whose family situation was talked about a lot was Apple founder Steve Jobs. He was adopted as an infant, and while later in life he met his biological mother and they had a good relationship, that same can't be said for his father. Prior to Steve's passing at the age of 56, the two did end up meeting, but it was never on purpose since he owned a restaurant that Steve would be frequent at. And that made many people asking if the family situation in some way had a negative influence on Jobs' relationship with people, and if that was why he was such a specific father to his own daughter, whom at first denied that he was actually his child. Well, this all led to the now adult Lisa Brennan Jobs to write a book titled Small Fry, where she revealed all about her childhood and the kind of father Jobs was, or rather in this case, wasn't. And you can find out more about what she said and about the Apple founder's early life by watching our previous video by clicking on the link above. During important moments of success in their careers, many celebrities thank those who are close to them, and LeBron James is no different. Throughout his career, he had made it clear that he was thankful for his mother Gloria, who had him when she was just 16 and raised him as a single mother. His father, who reportedly is called Anthony McClelland, is in a different story. A few years ago, while being featured in a GQ cover story, he had some powerful words to say to his father. And taken to his Instagram, he shared a message that he had for his father alongside with a caption that read, "Because of you, Pops," with an exclamation point. "Thanks all along," could have said, "Why me and you not being there, but look what I made of myself." And in an interview with Larry King, he highlighted that it was always his mother that was the important person for him and that he never thought about his dad. And it looks like James looked back at his life and learned from it when he himself became a father. He himself has 3 children whom he often hypes up on his social media and especially supports his oldest son Bronny, who is a high schooler who seems to be following in his father's footsteps. And if you want to learn more about his family and his achievements, you can do so by checking out our previous video, to which the link is being displayed above now. Jeff Bezos can not only be listed as one of the richest people in the world, but also on this list of celebrities who had never met their fathers. The biological dad of the Amazon founder is a man named Ted Jorgensen, who was 18 when Bezos' mother Jacqueline Jissy gave birth to their son at the age of 17. The pair was still in high school and married before their son was born. But when Bezos was 3, his parents divorced, and that was the last he saw of him. So, not keeping in contact with the mother and the child upon Jacqueline's request, but sending her money for child support when he could, as per the Business Insider. So later on, Jeff's mother married Cuban-born Miguel Bezos, who ended up adopting her son and changed his surname. And it was only in 2012 when a biographer, Brad Stone, who was writing a book about Bezos, entered Ted's bicycle shop to interview him, and that Jorgensen found out that the Amazon founder was in fact his son Jeffrey. So due to his failing health, he had hoped that he could meet his son just to shake his hand and for him to recognize Ted as his father, but reportedly the billionaire had no desire to do so, as he sees Miguel as his dad. A first-time mom, Naomi Campbell, has also never met her biological father, who left her mother while she was still pregnant with the supermodel. And as per Emirates 247, he is not named on her birth certificate, and as the model does not even know if he's alive. And while she thought about trying to track him down, she does not want to hurt her mother, stating that she has been through a lot. And in the past, she has called music producer Quincy Jones her pappy and has said that she sees him as a father figure. And while she has not known who her dad is, Naomi is keeping the identity of her child's parent a secret. And it seems as though she's doing the same about her daughter because not much is known about her. So if you want to know more about Campbell and the information that we have about her little one, you can do so by clicking on the link above. But turning things around a little bit, while these celebrities don't know who their dads are and some want to keep it that way, there are some who are doing the opposite and keeping the identity of their other parents secret from the world, just like the aforementioned supermodel. And one such person is actress Mindy Kaling, the star who is known for her role as Kelly Kapoor in The Office, has 2 children after giving birth to her youngest son Spencer, and people began questioning who the father of her kids is. Many had speculated that it was her co-star BJ Novak, with whom she had an on and off again relationship, though that is something that she has never revealed, not even to her friends. And in a 2019 interview with the New York Times, she defended her decision, saying, "My feeling is that until I speak to my daughter about that, I'm not going to talk to anyone else about it." Similarly, Mad Men actress January Jones has made the same decision back in 2011 when she had welcomed her son Xander and decided to keep his father's identity a secret. So speaking with The Edit, she says that she does not have room for anything else, so she doesn't think that she could have done it with her partner, and adding that she knew that she would be raising her son alone and that it was something that she was mentally prepared for. So curious, did you know that these stars grew up without knowing their fathers? And do you think that it had some negative effects on them in some kind of way, or that it gave them a push to fight for their dreams? And what do you think about the decisions of other celebrities to keep their identity of their kids' dads a secret to raise them alone? And seeing that many of these celebrities had never known their dads, could you appreciate yours much more? What do you wish for your own father? Please, as always, let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.